Hello YouTube. Today I want to make a review on our absolutely new knife, which is called KOSCHEI SLIM. You've probably seen it if you are subscribed on our Instagram. You've probably seen this knife. You've seen it a while ago when we first presented the prototype, and now it's time to show this knife on a YouTube review, the serial production edition. This knife is going to be released for sales on December 22nd, and I think this is the knife that really is a big step for our company, because if I'm not mistaken, we actually have made the thinnest OTF that you can have, with absolutely gorgeous design and very interesting blade shape. Later, of course, I will show you it in a closer look, but first let me tell you what's inside a box. When you are going to receive our OTF knife, Koshchei, it will be as usually as all our OTFs will come with the additional screws, with the spring and with the torque screw, so that you can do the service and maintenance of your knife. So let's have a closer look at this knife. Let's compare this knife to our ordinary Koshchei and talk about this knife in more detail in a closer look. Okay, so that's our KOSCHEI SLIM. Let's first do a quick comparison of KOSCHEI SLIM and ordinary Koshchei. So as you can see, SLIM is actually longer. It has a few millimeters longer blade, but you can see it's really longer. So here we have exactly 89 millimeters. Why 89? Because in Russia it's legal, the OTFs, only if it has the blade length not more than 89 millimeters. And here we have less. It's, if I'm not mistaken, 84 millimeters. So there is a difference in 5 millimeters, which is pretty actually seeable. Yes, when you hold both of them, you can really see that this knife has a longer blade. The blade shape itself, so as you can see here is, well, on Koshchei we have different styles of the blades. So we have this one, it's which asymmetric dagger we call it. Also we have tanto, kwaiken, and other blades. Here, as you see, we have a spear point blade. So it's some kind of a dagger, so it's a spear point, but on the other side it has a very high grind. And this knife, I think it's one of the probably best EDC OTFs that you can get, that it has three triangles, so to have a very good cutting performance. So that's the first triangle, that's the second triangle, and that's the third triangle. So three triangles makes the blade really very nicely used, very EDCable, and if you have a blade with such a triangles, of course it's better. And also on this knife we have a special grind, which you can see it's probably also one of our Daggerr signs. We started this type of grinding on Sting model. We also have this type of grind on a Parrot, and now on a Slim. Regarding the pocket clip, and another difference, the glass breaker. So as you can see, the ordinary Koshchei comes with the glass breaker, and it has a clip, also deep carry pocket clip, but a clip is actually attached to the glass breaker. Here, on this knife, we do not have a glass breaker at all. So it has a deep carry pocket clip, but no glass breaker, but the clip is reversible. What else? Here, since it's a clip with the screws, we've decided to put the blue eyes That's also a sign of the Daggerr. You know that we do like this on Arrow, Sting and Pelican models. So also on Koshchei Sting is also now this is the feature that we have on this knife. Regarding the overall design, the handle is very symmetric, very nice, very thin. I would say that's a gentleman knife. That's a knife for the EDC gentleman. If you look, this is more tactical type of the knife. The ordinary Koshchei, it has a glass breaker. The handle itself is, well, it's shorter, but let's say the meat, let's say the metal meat or aluminum meat here is more. So I would say that this knife would be more for hard use. This knife is, of course, less for hard use. This is a really nice gentleman knife. If you ask me personally, I prefer now carrying this one. Well, one of the reasons is because it's brand new, but also it's really stylish. When I said that this knife is one of the important step for our company, because in this knife we were able to really come up already based on, of course, Koshchei, but true interesting design that is really stands out from what you have on OTF markets, and it's really thin. And the weight in grams, I will say it in grams. In grams it's 84 grams, which is really low weight. In description we put more specs on this knife in inches and ounces, but because for me it's difficult to convert from metric system to the inch system to Anglo-American measurement system. What else? Also the mechanics inside, it's pretty same, but on the other hand it's a little bit different, because as you can see here we have a different type of the spring. So I will now disassemble this knife and will show how it looks inside. So that's how it's done. Actually, what you can see here, that this slider is attached actually with the screw on this button, and this is how the slider is almost the same as here, but in order so it drives with this type of the button, so we have redesigned a little bit internal part. If you look on this part, of course it's let's say the logic, how it works is still the same. So when we press the button forward, it will go and it will stay by this door. When you press the button up, this door will open, so the blade will come and will be fixed here. So that's how it looks inside. So the mechanics is the same, but it has a little bit difference because the button, the fire button, is done not on the upper part of the body, but on this part of the body. Sorry for my English, sometimes I miss the words, but I think you get the point. So it makes actually this type of knife to service it easier, because as you can see, when you disassemble, you're not gonna lose any spring. But in case if the spring breaks, of course it's a rare situation, but in case you want to change the spring, in this case you would need to use the Torx as well, the same Torx as which comes here. So to disattach this slider and change basically the spring. So let me now assemble. Assemble is really easy. So it makes, so you can actually, even in the field, you can really disassemble, wash out everything from here, and you don't need to worry about the springs that you're gonna lose it. So because it's attached to this part. To close, we put the blade here. So, and you need to put the fire button at the end, at the back, and then you're just basically closing it, and yeah, that's all. So now, to test, you're reloading the knife. Once it's reloaded, testing that everything works, and then you're closing it and putting the screws. Okay, so it's not necessary to make actually hard, so just make sure that the screws are basically attached and do not move, and that's all. So the knife is ready. So that's about the knife. Closer look, disassembling, assembling. Really perfect knife, perfect EDC knife with the, I think, the best ratio of, also why I like this knife. Here we have, I think, the really one of the best ratio blade to handle that you can achieve in the OTF knives. So we just have a look at our really new, really long-weighted knife, OTF KOSCHEI Slim. You understand why it's slim. It's really perfect. I really love this knife. I think if you're gonna get one, you really enjoy this knife. Well, first of all, the price of this knife is $135. Second, the sales will start on December 22nd, and you have a lifetime service on all our knives and of course on KOSCHEI Slim as well. Important notification. We came across to Daggerr OTF knives counterfeit. So if you are buying Daggerr OTF knives not from our website or from our dealer in France, Koshchei Tourangerie, there is a high risk that you can meet the counterfeit. So please, if you find somewhere, consult with us or order directly to our website or to, on the website of Koshchei Tourangerie. Regarding Koshchei Tourangerie, they are going also to receive these knives as well, of course. So that's all what I wanted to tell you about this knife. And yeah, just out of, well, the thickness of this knife is 9 millimeters of the handle. So my research, my understanding shows that this is actually the thinnest OTF knife that you can get at this size. If I'm mistaken, please comment below if you know any other brands that has the knife thinner than we have produced. That would be interesting to read. And also, of course, type in the comments how you like this video and what type of the knives you have and how you like Daggerr knives. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and have a good day. Bye bye.